I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
Brian Giles with Brian Giles MTG, and I'm back with another Foundation spoiler video. This is the end of the spoilers. It's late because I had appointments and stuff going on where I couldn't make videos. So yes, it is pre-release weekend. I'm going to get these last videos in so that we have all the videos. So we have Sure Strike, which is a reprint. It's red and 1 for an instant reads. Target creature gains +3/+0, gains first strike till end of turn. We have Ambush Wolf, which is a green and 2 for a 4/2 wolf with flash. When it enters, exile up to one target card from a graveyard. Hoo-haw. Not bad. Apothecary Stomper. It seems kind of beefy at 2 green and 4 for a 4/4 elephant with vigilance. But when it enters, you choose one. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature you control, or you gain 4 life. So, even if this is the only creature, you can possibly make it a 6/6 with vigilance, or you can gain 4 life off of it and have a 4/4 vigilance elephant. Or you can put those 2 +1/+1 counters on it on another creature. So it's got some decent value to it. Hoo-haw. Cackling Prowler. For a common card, this thing is baller. It seems kind of beefy at a green and 3 for a 4/3 human rogue. Human hyena rogue. But you get Ward 2, and it has this nice little morbid ability at the end. Beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. So if you're playing Recursion, +1/+1 counters deck, this guy can start getting big, out of control real fast if you don't take him out. But he's got this Ward 2, which makes him harder to go away. I like that. Then we have Classic Gnarlid Colony. So a green and 1 for a 2/2 beast with a kicker of a green and 2. This creature was kicked and enters with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. Each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on has trample. So, kind of, a thing to put in your +1/+1 counters deck. We have Grow from Ashes, a green and 2 for a sorcery with kicker of 2. Search your library for basic land card, put on the battlefield, and shuffle. If it was kicked, then search your library for 2 basic land cards and put onto the battlefield. So if you kick the spell, you get an extra land. But if you're playing landfall triggers, hoo-ha! Especially if you're playing with loot, the new loot. Everybody loves this card. Everybody I've talked to loves this card. This is Treetop Snare Spinner. It seems a little beefy for a green and 3, but you get a 1/4 spider with reach and death touch, which isn't bad, but it has this nice little ability for a green and 2. You can put a +1/+1 counter on target creature control, and you can activate it only as a sorcery. But hoo-haw! You put this out, next turn, you put a +1/+1 counter on. It's a 2/5. It can block most medium-sized flyers and take them out with its Death Touch ability. And with the new rules, you can assign damage any way you choose. Next up, we have a nice reprint in Wary Thespian, green and 1 for a 3/1 cat druid. When it enters or dies, you can surveil 1. Then we have Campus Guide from Strixhaven. So 2 mana for artifact creature golem, a 2/1 artifact creature golem. When it enters, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, then shuffle and put that card on top. So it's like a cheaper. It's like the Wish version or Temu version of Sad Robot. We have Gleaming Barrier, which is 2 mana for a 0/4 artifact creature wall with Defender. When it dies, create a treasure token. Nice reprint. Gold Vein Pick. So 2 mana for a artifact equipment. Creature gets +1/+1. Creature deals combat damage to a player. Create a treasure token. Equip for 1. Because this is one of the best artifacts to come out of call time. And if you're playing with treasures, this thing is just an absolute baller card. And finally, we have Quick Draw Katana. Now, 2 mana for an artifact equipment. During your turn, an equipped creature gets +2/+0 and has first strike. Equip for 2. It's not bad. The equip cost is a little more pricey, but when it's your turn, you have +2/+0 and you have first strike. Probably it looks like it's a leftover from Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. So hoo-ha. Well, that's it for the main set. I will be back with the Jumpstart set, and I promise there's some fun cards there. Hoo-ha.